Hello and welcome to the Sub1 YouTube channel. My name is Ray, and in this video, part 14 of MyRobotLab, we're going to look at the HD44780 service, which is a LCD driver service. So the HD44780 is actually the chipset used on a couple of different LCD displays. So this one's a 4-line 20 character, and it has a I2C bus adapter on the back, and the chip in question is actually under one of these little black blotches to protect it. This is the one I'm actually demoing today, and you can see the I2C device here. That's actually a PCF 8574 configured to operate an LCD display. This is a 16 by 2 line, and you can see the two little blotches on the back here are the two chips involved. U1 is the one that the service is named for. Okay, so this device is been designed to run in either 4-bit or 8-bit mode. So in a microcontroller that is strapped on I/O, you can run it in 4-bit mode. You use 3 bits for controlling the strobe, the read, write, and the register select, and 4 bits for data. The 8th bit in our byte we're using for the backlight control, and the PCF, which I did in a previous video, has 8 digital outputs that we can play with, and they can be used for read and write. Okay, so let's set this up in MyRobotLab. As you can see, I have an Arduino Nano here on my breakout board, and I've wired the I2C bus, so the 5-volt, the ground, SCL and SDA into this breakout board on the back of the display. So the first thing we're going to do is go into runtime, and we're going to create a service, and we're going to call it the Arduino or the Nano. And for that, we're going to use the Arduino service. We'll start that service. Let's go to the new tab that's just been created called Nano. The board type is currently unknown, so I'm going to select COM6, which is where my UART is or my Nano is located, and connect. Now it takes a few seconds, but after a few seconds it will identify the type of board as being a Nano and bring up the list of I/O. Let's go back to runtime. The next thing we need to talk to this thing is the PCF 8574. So I'm just going to call it PCF here, and the service type is PCF 8574. We'll start that service. We'll go to the PCF service, select our Nano as our controller. You can connect this directly to a Raspberry Pi, in which case you'd select your Raspberry Pi as the controller. But on an Arduino, it is always +0. Now for this particular controller, I know it's on address 0x27. Attach, and you can see all of our outputs are on, which is normal. So let's go to runtime. Just as a matter of interest, if I toggle P3, you can see that the backlight will toggle with it. Right, so let's create LCD. Service type is a HD44780. Start, go down to LCD, select our controller as PCF and attach, and we can turn our backlight on. You can see that light up, and if I type in hello, MRO, actually, let's just go hello world. And and send the text. And you can see it appears on our display. So this is actually a very simple device to use. We can also call it from Python, which is really handy. So we called it LCD. LCD dot clear from memory, and we can clear the screen. LCD dot display 0 LCD dot display 0 for our line number. When we execute that, I get an error because I did something wrong. Because I switched the order around. That works. Okay, so we put in our text and then we put in the line number. So I can now add in here. I'm just going to take that out, these two lines out for the moment. So a hash is a comment, or turns a line into a comment. LCD dot display MyRobotLab, comma 1, put it on line 1, and execute. So you can see they just added it to the bottom line without clearing the display first. If I remove both these two comment markers and execute it again, it'll clear the display and then type out the two lines. Okay, so not much to this display. It is something that we can use on a regular basis as a status update within our robot. For those following the Spot Micro project, I have one in the back of the robot, and it tells us the name of the robot, what the time is, and what current status it is for the legs, whether it be in rest and what have you. Okay, so on the MyRobotLab website, if we go to menu, documentation, scroll down to find service matrix, and we'll click on matrix. And here we will scroll down to find the HD44780. And this is the service description for the service. And a bit of example code after that. Okay, so that'll do for this video. If you like these videos, don't forget to click on like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. It's a form of support that helps the channel a great deal and costs you absolutely nothing. If you'd like to help the channel further, I do have a Patreon account, and you can join my VIP patrons, Go Lucky and Lorenz Berger, as well as my Tilda patrons, Al Morales 45 and White Wolf. I also have a Discord channel, and there will be a link in the description, so you can join the community there. If you've got any questions, feel free to either leave the questions in a comment or join us in Discord, where there are more people to answer it. MyRobotLab also has a Discord server, and I will also leave a link in the description for that. And we will see you in the next video.